Wrong screen. There we go. Hello, sleepy kitties. Finally back again for more bad ends. I couldn't remember where we even stopped at, but now I remember. 3 things will only intensify. I realize that I will have to stop them. No, what? I'm gonna observe. Is it updated now? I thought I updated it. I get all these date everything people in when I'm playing this. Okay, yeah, I forgot to update it. I clicked done now and good. It updated now. I'm gonna observe. No, I don't want to get pulled into this. I'm gonna let the girls fight. I reconsider my decision. That girl said it strongly herself that she wanted to be alone. Surely she would hate if I intervened. If things escalate, it's a different story, but for now I decide to watch over their actions. Her quarrel continues, the girl using hand gestures to get... I hate saying her name. Saginuma San's attention. I have no idea how I'm supposed to say her name. In contrast, she merely looks down on the girl. From my perspective as an outsider, it doesn't look like she's even paying attention. What could have happened? What in the world could have happened to bring them to such a climax? Great use of the word, okay. Though I have many questions, it's unlikely that I'll get any answers. A sad expression appears on the girl's face for a moment. Then she looks away from Saginuma-san. At almost the same time, the composure leaves Saginuma-san's face. She creases her brow and opens her eyes wide, her nose twitching. She looks insane right now. Menacing. Something has touched a nerve, getting her attention. Even without sound, that much is clear to me. Oh! Oh, wait, did she push her into a tank? Without thinking about it, I pound on the wall. However, this doesn't cause so much as a ripple, leaving me cut off from the two of them. This time, Saginuma-san hits the girl, then she immediately grabs the nape of the girl's neck, throws her into the wall of the tank. There's no sign of the impact. Holy shit, she killed her! No. God damn! That was fast. Having hit the back of the head of the tank, the girl falters, and Saginuma-san flips her body over, grabbing the back of her collar. The girl's face is turned in my direction, and I realize that she has fainted. Fainted?! Wait, is that blood coming out of her eyes, or just so much blood? Yeah, I can't tell if her eyes are bleeding or if, the blood dripped all the way down. It's, coagulating. She's unconscious. A horrible premonition runs through me. With the girl's chest pressed against the wall of the tank, Saginuma-san grabs the back of her head and smashes it against the tank wall over and over again. I can't see Saginuma's face, as it is bathed in light from behind and has become silhouette. The only thing I can see, her lips, which dangle in the shape of an anchor. Okay, that's a really weird way to describe it. No, at this rate she'll die. Without thinking, I scream. I have to help her. I can't stay quiet any longer. At any rate, I pound on the wall before me. Come on, please let it get through. However, no matter how many times I strike it, Saginuma-san does not look this way, as if the sound isn't going through. Saginuma-san does not care about you. She will happily kill this girl while looking you straight in the eye. Since the sound from the other side isn't coming through, then the sound from my side shouldn't go through either. It figures. I have no choice but to go out there. I grope about, trying to find a crack in either side of the wall. From top to bottom, right to left, I go along the outer side of the tank and look to see if there's a way to get in from below. A handle of some sort would be great, or anything that could serve as a starting point. There's nothing. Nothing. I still can't find any way whatsoever to get to the other side. Panicking over what I should do, I frantically search for the door. During that moment, the girl continues to have her forehead bashed against the tank right in front of my eyes. She's gonna fucking die. A gash is torn wide across her forehead, her blood clinging to the tank with each hit. The blood sticking to the tank makes a red line as if someone tried to wipe a brush across it. That one line of blood quickly becomes two. Then the two merge into one large flow of blood. No, no. Her eyes are white and wide open, the blood from the girl's forehead making them seem bright red. In those eyes, I can sense no signs of life. She's dead? Saginuma Riko's lips are, of course, smiling. Stop this! Unable to stand anymore, I scream. However, it is pointless, merely echoing back through the passageway I'm in. Stop this already. No movement is left in the girl, save for the shaking of her eyeballs. Not just blood from her forehead, but as her entire body goes limp, fluids from all over leak out. Huh? As the life has fades from the girl, I see a small movement from her lips. I make that movement with my own mouth. The truth of the deep sea. As these words are unvoiced, I have no idea whether or not that's what she really said. However, to me, that's what it seemed like the girl was saying. Saginuma Riko tosses the girl. She flops over as she hits the floor, having been reduced to a mere object. I'm letting everyone die. Like, Hannah's dead. I haven't found my sister. Something's up with her Hiroshi-san. I kind of just left him because he would have bit my neck out. And now this girl. My mind goes blank and I sit down. I couldn't save her. She was right in front of me, at a distance short enough that I could have touched her by reaching out of my hand. But I couldn't save her or do anything to help. Just in case, Saginuma Riko kicks the girl over. Her heel strikes the hard floor, and that which was the girl's head flops over. Just like that, she leaves the Fish of the World booth behind. Oh no, it's evil now. At that moment, I see bright red. Without a moment's pause, the girl's corpse loses all traces of life. It decomposes and goes beyond that to completely dried out. Some new phenomenon is starting, but I can't stand up as I am right now. I'm powerless. I can't do anything. Something hot wells up behind my eyes. No. I don't want this. I don't want Himino to die like this. But the image of that girl's expression as she was on the verge of death is scorched into my mind. So hollow, yet so desperate. Her face burning up with rage. That face keeps appearing within my bright red vision. The deep sea. The truth. I will not let all these deaths be in vain. I will find out what is happening. Just before the flame of life was extinguished, I think those were the words the girl left me. Then, what? I don't want you to just sit here brooding like this. Big sister. Huh? That voice just now. Even though it feels easier to break down and cry, hearing the voice of my little sister from somewhere brings me back. Oh, was that scary, Plix? Was seeing that girl's head bashed open scary? Gotta hold my grippers. That was Mari's voice. Big sister, come this way. Mari, where are you? I just want to hold my feet. Oh, okay, if you really want to. Mari, where are you? This way, over here. Where? Where? I said this way, over here. It is Mari. Mari's voice, it really is. But from where? Before I realize it, I'm on my feet. Mari's voice echoes about the room like an announcement from a loudspeaker, but I can't find the source. I don't want to lose sight of this one strand of hope that has filled the hole left by my feelings of anxiety. Let's go. I cannot forget that girl's death. Shaken with grief and the near breaking point, I hold myself together. Thanks to Mari. Everyone related to this girl now in this aquarium is dead. Or is gonna die. This is recklessly coming out of the passageway. I end up right where the tunnel tank lets out. Big sister! Big sister, this way. Mari, is that you? I slowly turn to the direction the voice is coming from. Exiting the tunnel tank, I see a wide wall before me. In front of it stands a girl wearing winter clothes. It's the same place I saw Mari the first time. Jeez, big sister, did you get lost? Mari, I'm glad. Mari, are you really here? Really here? I'm right here! The same color hair as mine. Same color eyes. We were often mistaken for twins. With the silhouette of a doll, she is wearing that warm-looking overcoat. Mari is right here, looking just as she did that day. Mari, why are you here? Did you forget? Jeez, you meanie. We came together to the aquarium. There's no way I could forget. Not at all. It's just, why? Why did you disappear? You're the one who got lost. I'm here. I've been here all along. Mari? Without hesitation, I embrace Mari. She must have caught a chill as her body is cold to the touch. She's fucking dead. Big sister, what's wrong? This is embarrassing. She haunts the aquarium. It's fine, Mari. We're finally together again. Jeez, big sister, you're such a crybaby. That's right, I'm crying. After Mari points it out, I realize my cheeks are covered with tears. Just as I'm about to stop, I cry again. Okay, let's go, big sister. Mari says this in a cheerful voice as she pats my head. It's a strange feeling having my little sister rub my head, but not a bad one. I feel my head being enveloped in a soft feeling as if I am floating. Go? Where? We'll go somewhere higher up together, you and I. She's taking me to heaven. Somewhere higher up? Higher. Softer. That place is eternity. Eternity? Grinning ear to ear, Mari points her right index finger towards the ceiling. Welcome to the gulag. He's better than this shithole. I mean, at least I'm going up. I'm not going down. The feeling that I've begun floating upwards grows even stronger. Yes, there's nothing. Yet everything there. It's really fun. Very soft and a place we can always be. A world of happiness. Happiness. I don't really understand what Mari is trying to say. But if it's happiness, that might be okay. The fact that I'm about to reunite with Mari like this makes me extremely happy. My thoughts melt together in happiness at being with Mari. I smell something sweet with a hint of lemon. If that's what the world will be like, we'll surely be happy. I let everyone fucking die and I die. I mean, fair punishment, I guess. Let's go together, big sister. Mari. Don't get lost anymore. Okay. Mari reaches her hand out for me. I sit upright and reach for Mari's outstretched hand. I hear the sound of... What? I hear the sound of something falling down with a clatter. No, I won't know. I keep forgetting that's like a quick save. No, I'm gonna go to heaven. I've fucked up enough around here. Is TTS like really quiet? Oh, let me check. I mean, let me check if I need to make her louder at all. If I can make her louder. The music might be overwhelming her. It's like all the way up. I don't know, you'll have to mess around with her, because Pinkus. Because to me, she kind of sounds low, but that's because the music is pretty loud. I can't believe you would yell Pingus like that. I do not deserve this. I am being a helpful streamer. She's much quieter than my voice. Like, I have it as kind of just default where sleeping bass boosted. Give the people what they want. I'd be blasting you with... Because I'd probably have to up my desktop audio then. Which, I mean, I don't mind. Just as long as it's not like too loud for you guys. Like, it's probably, the music's probably pretty loud now. You can try again. Because the volumes for the TTS itself is all the way up. I can't make it any higher.
Hot beans.
Hot beans. You wanted hot beans and then you want me to yeah? Yeah? You mean you think she should be a bit louder, or you think that was like a bit better? Think she is louder? Okay. I pretty much have it now, desktop audio for where my mic is, but I also have ducking on the ducking, so hopefully when I talk, like I'm not being drowned out by the sound. But I think this should be good now then. How am I a little sleepy? My good little girl who can say pingus and feet and can be nasty now for everyone to hear. Okay, now back to serious gameplay. I'm taking Mari's hand. I'm going to heaven.
In this world and others 18+1, the victor is the magical disc, hurled to reach heaven by violence. Give us the booby trap.
Give us the booby trap. You'll get booby trap when I can get an updated model. Or I draw something on so I can like slap it on real quick. I'll get an asset of like 2D asset of a hand reaching to the titties and a mouth coming up and snapping at them. I squeeze Mari's hand tight. For a moment, my vision becomes ultramarine. No! Not heaven. Ocean! I was tricked into ocean again. Huh? Without knowing why, I can no longer breathe. Like the ones I've experienced numerous times, it's one of the phenomena that happen at this aquarium. This isn't a situation that I can analyze calmly. Did I fell for the classic blunder? Think you're getting to heaven? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Ocean. Experience drowning, bitch. This isn't a situation that I can analyze calmly. Somehow I have to get out of here. As I think this, I feel my arms and legs about. This bitch can't swim. My body is no longer staying on the floor of the aquarium. I'm in the ocean or lake, some kind of body of water. Mari. Where's Mari? Turning around and around, I search for her. Ow! I soon find Mari. Her eyes are wide open, and she floats about lifelessly. Huh? In the depths of my heart, I feel as if I'm falling into despair. Just like the girl who was murdered, Mari is dead. Yeah, you should have expected that when she was cold to the touch and she's been missing for like 5 years. She's dead. Bad end, bad end, bad end. No! When I scream, I spew out the last of my oxygen, causing it to bubble in the water. Mari. It's just a prank, bro. She's sleeping. It's just a prank. At the base of Mari's throat, there are red scars. Mari didn't just drown to death. Mari was... Even as I realize this, I'm losing consciousness. She was murdered. I'm blaming Hiroshi-san. He went after my middle school ass very quickly. He would definitely go after my little sister. Bright red. This place is a world of bright red. Within this bright red world, I wait for someone to come visit me. You've come. Yes, that's right. Someone has gotten lost. The person is still living. We have to retrieve their soul. And that way we maintain this deep red world. What's happening now? Blessed Form 1. I am truly just getting all the bad endings. I kind of don't mean to, but also sometimes they're just obvious and it's funny. Thank you, Mari. Taking me to fish heaven. Okay, load. Load, please. Like, I think from what I've seen, the red...
Good girl.
Yes, good girl, I drowned. From what I can tell, I think blue means it's not that important of a decision, but red means shit is about to happen depending on your choice. Okay, wait. Drawn to the sound, I look down at my feet. The keychain with the droplet and starfish. That precious memory from Mari and I. That unstable bridge connecting Himino and I. This keychain has a sticker with a picture printed on it attached to its back, so it probably isn't Mari's, but it has the same shape. Sorry, Mari. I've been regretting not trading you the jellyfish keychain this whole time. I got hung up on something so petty, so... No, that whole thing, it doesn't matter. Huh? At Mari's words, I withdraw the hand I hold out to her. Just now, Mari said it doesn't matter. Not, don't worry about it, or it's not important. She declared it nonchalantly, with that smile she always wears. That evil little girl smile. My heart resounds with a loud thump. At that moment, Emino's words float through my mind. Come. For argument's sake, even this Mari girl is here. She would have grown in 5 years. And her clothes wouldn't be the same. It's summer, so she wouldn't be wearing a coat. Moreover, all of a sudden, that floating sensation disappears. Instead, I feel the impact of falling to the ground. I have escaped the ocean's grasp. In reality, I've been sitting, so my fall was more like tipping over. This isn't right. This isn't right. What's wrong, big sister? Come on, let's go. I have a feeling that'll just take me back to death again, so I'm just gonna pick the right thing this time. Himino's words vividly rush through my mind. Surely Himino has saved me, because now I can clearly see the form of that thing before me. You're not Mari. No matter what, Mari was never the type of girl to just say, it doesn't matter. Yeah, she was a fucking brat. She would yell at me. Not to mention that the keychain had been so important to us. Can't see you're declaring that something like that doesn't matter. Be saying, big sister, I'm Mari. I'm Mari. When Mari refers to herself as I, she always drags it out. As I get up, I announce this to that thing before me. I'm Oh no. Oh no, not the slime girl. The girl's body begins to become blurry, like a staticky image. I realize I can no longer look directly at her. Oh, an improvement. I knew it. You're not Mari after all. She's goopy. You see her ribs showing. She's got fish coming out of her. It is very hot, honestly. Muddy is probably a fitting term here. We love a slime girl. The thing that had been Mari, a up to a short time ago begins to melt, transfiguring itself from one clump into a countless fish. I mean, would you fuck a bunch of fish that look like a slime girl? Perhaps. As long as she didn't smell like fish, I probably could. The fish began swimming in the air without water. Its pattern of behavior is bad. If I get caught up in this bizarre phenomena, then I am sure to drown this place with nothing. Looks like a duck, walks like a duck and quacks like a duck. I have to get away. As I mumble this, I search for a door. If I can go through a door, I should be able to escape the phenomena in front of me. Mari. Saying I won't regret leaving them is a lie. But that thing, it isn't Mari, it's a school of fish. It's just an aggregation of fish. I can't be deceived by them and lose sight of my precious goal. I was so naive. Fine, even so it's fine. It happens somehow. If I have time to get down about it, then I just need to not let it happen next time. I will not get trapped by sexy fish women again. Not again. I will save her, no matter what. Finding a door as I run away, I throw it open with great force. It couldn't be like me, who's a true cat girl. I would never pretend, you know, to be something I'm not. It couldn't be me. I think that was something that happened a while ago. About a year ago. It was something that happened in the summer. During a break, when I was looking over my notes for a quiz or something. Hey you, keep this in mind. What? A girl from my class suddenly came to my seat, kicking my desk as she yelled at me. She was unexpectedly strong. There's notes and stationery on my desk scattering about. Where's that chatter who likes abusive women? She was like a leader in our class, a part of the largest group. Having almost never spoken to her, I had no memory of ever making her mad. Unable to get mad, I was merely bewildered. Then Himino showed up and with her face downcast picked up my stationery. Sorry, it's my fault. Your fault? A girl from that group invited me to round 1 this Sunday, but I turned her down. Round 1? Like the arcade in America? Like, I've been to a round 1. It's like Dave and Buster's, but like bootleg Dave and Buster's. Yeah, you can't use that trademarked. That was the day Himino and I had made plans to go to the movies. Indeed, I was able to more or less understand what had happened. When she asked me why, I told her I'd already had plans with you. Of course I hesitated to tell her that, you know, but she was persistent. Is it really? That actually explains why the round 1 had so many anime figures. I just assumed it was a bootleg Dave and Buster. Apologies, superior round 1. But you could have gone. That girl's group was big. There was an event or something. Basically the whole class went along with them, but it wasn't strictly a good thing. Their group pride was as great as their group mentality. The girl that had come over a few minutes earlier was particularly striking. Haha, I'd go, Mayu. You should know you take priority. But if you turn them down, they won't invite you anymore, will they? Their pride was really that high. That's how it would be. I'd heard that except for that girl as the leader and 2 others, people were regularly being brought in and thrown out of the group. I'm just now thinking about like me saying like I'm sorry round 1, and I think of that image that's like anything US is like meh, anything Japan, whoa. Like Dave and Buster's, round 1 Japan, oh my god, superior. It wasn't something I cared to hear about, but the bad things girls who had been kicked out said regularly found their way into my ears. Yeah, I won't be invited anymore for sure. What? Like some kind of Seinfeld noise I felt like I made. But that means I saw it as a disadvantage from Himino, who loved going to events. Like she could have had an advantage getting elected to executive committees for things like the Culture Festival, or a sports festival, or getting votes for a program or something, or the millions of other festivals that are in these Japanese games. It may sound like a discussion of politics, but ever since reaching junior high, things have had this kind of mysterious flow to them. Anyway, I was the one who turned them down. It's not some form of discrimination. I just didn't like them from the start. As she readily declared this, there wasn't a hint of doubt in Himino's face. This kind of thing happened several more times until now. Cheerful and fun to be with, beautiful Himino was also popular with our classmates. Since I was always with her, there were plenty of instances of jealousy. But from what I saw, Himino didn't discriminate against anyone or try to butter them up, just like with the girl from that group. I often asked Himino, why are you friends with me? It's not really something you need to ask. More importantly, it's not like I'm being your friend as some kind of favor. I'm a friend because it's fun, okay? Every time I asked, Himino laughed it off. I really love that smile she gave me at those times. And we gotta get out of here, she's fucking dying. She's got worms in her. Not the good worms. Huh. Once again, I ventured a passageway behind the tanks. I thought it would get me to the Fish of the World booth. I was probably led astray while I was out of it. Anyway, I should get going. If another something borrows Mari's form and attacks me like earlier, I don't know if I can defend myself against it. Safe no longer means anything, so I should speed through the passageway. Safe no longer means anything. On looking at the map, I see that there appears to be a room at the end of the passage. Just as I expected, there are 3 doors before me. I have no choice but to take them one by one, the first being... Good thing there are a lot of spaces for me to save. Let's do directors. This is the director's office. I mumble while looking up at the words written on the sign above the door. The store's appearance differs greatly from the doors of the storeroom and the reference room, with red ornaments decorating it. Even if there had been no sign, I would have known this room belonged to someone important on first glance. I mean, if anyone's gotta know something, it's gotta be that director who, if I remember, I think died in the tank. Or one of the employees died in the tank, but director, I think, also died. It's hard to remember. It's been a while. The atmosphere from out here also seems to have a heavy air to it. It's as if I'm standing before the door of a school principal. If I don't go in and see, I really won't learn anything just staring in front out here. The obvious truth is that I already possess the courage to go through with this. Keeping an eye out for any phenomena while coming through the door, I push on the heavy door. The door makes a scuffing sound on the floor as I open it. Wait, what is that? His desk! Like, it's not a horseshoe crab, it's one of those big things. I forget what they're called. I see them all the time. There's a fucking VTuber that has that as their design. Please excuse my intrusion. It's not as if anyone would be in here, but without thinking, the words come out. An elegant desk and chairs are situated at the center of the director's office. Bookshelves run along the walls without a gap in between. The main wall, when looking for the entrance, is a giant tank, made of translucent acrylic material. No one can argue that this room isn't also one of the aquarium's displays. The room is perfectly in order, giving me a sense of who the director is from the way their desk is. More than just neurotic, they don't seem to have left even one speck of dust. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly strange. Just his fucking animal, his pet, right there. Just as I noticed this, and I noticed a map on top of the desk. In this neat and tidy room, only the top of the desk appears to be in a work in progress. This is... After moving aside a book that seems to be in use as a weight, I find a map of the aquarium. This one is different from the one I picked up back at the stage. The design seems older, and the publication date is from 5 years ago. It's always fucking 5 years ago. 5 years ago. It's not as if I can ignore that number. It's when everything started with Maintain Aquarium, and for me. I don't know what Mari did to fuck up this place, but she did something. Inside the map, I discover one defining difference. The deep sea fish booth. That place that was closed down 5 years ago. It's recorded on the map. This could be... Or could this be? It seems that the deep sea fish booth was just after coming out of the tunnel. However, it's strange. I've been to that area several times, but there's only a long wall. There's no trace of anything else. It seems that when it was closed down, they filled in the wall. It wasn't like that from the start. I shouldn't rise within me as I consider this. Find a sledgehammer, break down the wall. If where I am now is 5 years in the past, then I should be able to get to deep sea fish booth. Huh? This line. As I repeatedly look over the map, I spot one red line. The line extends from deep sea fish booth all the way up to a circle at the top of the map where there is nothing else. The staff passageway connects to the deep sea fish booth. My idea seemingly confirmed, I nod without realizing it. The deep sea fish booth is the only place in this aquarium I haven't seen yet. Surely Mantan's aquarium secrets will be there. Just a little further and I can finally reach it. This is... As I trace my finger along the map, I mentally position the booths in the aquarium on it. Come out of the tunnel tank and turn right, and the Fish of the World booth should be there. Go in a straight line immediately after turning left at the passageway behind that, then take another left in the director's office. Oh, I better not have to remember this. In other words, if going straight through as the map says, this office is just past the tunnel tank. And between the tunnel tank and the director's office is situated the deep sea fish booth. So then this room with the red circle is here? The director's office is directly connected to the deep sea fish booth. Since there's nothing written in the map's blank spaces save for the red circle, I think it's safe to say it's the room I'm in right now. I stop looking at the map and begin to glance around the room. There's nothing but bookshelves along the walls, even though there should be something leading to the deep sea fish booth. The tank. Looking at the tank on the interior of the room, I mutter, surely there should be something within the tank. I can't swim through the tank and reach the deep sea fish booth. I'll have to look around the room again more thoroughly. Just as I was about to look around the room, I spot a picture frame on the desk. It's of two people standing side by side, but it has probably been stretched from its original resolution, making it hard to clearly distinguish the faces. However, they are familiar. As I'm exploring the desk, I discover something of a metal frame below it. Of about 50 centimeters all around, the parts and materials on the inside are different. On one side of it, I found a collapsible handle. I put my hand on the thing that looks like a handle with the intent to pull it out. Stop! Without thinking, I look over my shoulder for the voice that seemed to come from nowhere. It really did. That was just my imagination, right? Even if not my imagination, it wouldn't be the first time here at Mantan Aquarium. Instead of mocking me as I try to find an explanation for it, the voice continues even louder with, "Stop it!" I have to ignore it. If I want to get away from this voice, I have to keep going. I shut my eyes and pull harder. At the same time, the ground trembles with a clatter. I can hear the sound of the room creaking. The place is gonna fill up with fucking water. I'm gonna drown again. I open my eyes and look at one of the legs on the desk. It's shaking. An earthquake? In a normal earthquake, I would just stay under the desk, but right now I choose not to. I poke my head out to check on the rest of the room. The bookshelves, everything on top of the desk, even the water in the tank is shaking. I prepare myself for the possibility of the tank rupturing, but it's a needless worry. I become aware of the strange fact. The shaking isn't a natural phenomena, because the place where I'm standing isn't shaking at all. Leave! Oh, the ghost does not like me here. As the voice echoes, the shaking of the furniture grows stronger. Still, that's the only thing. Leave now. The frequency of the voice echoing out of nowhere is steadily increasing as well. I can't leave yet. Leave. She's getting pissed. I don't know if my words are getting through. As if in agreement, the vibration of the furniture grows more violent as the mysterious voice's strength increases. I will leave. I am leaving, but I'll only leave with Himino. Instinctively, I give voice to my determination. I have no choice but to move on. I sit down once again and reach for the handle under the desk. Yeah. At that moment, my body is suddenly flipped backwards. It's not that I tumbled on my own, but it felt more like I was pulled back by an invisible hand. I won't give up. I won't give up. Leave, leave, leave. No, I won't. Once more, my face is pushed close to the floor. My vision is concentrated on the small handle. My hand could easily reach it, but... yeah. My body is once again knocked back by this unknown force. It doesn't matter how many times I... Just tell her no. The ghost has to stop when you tell her no. It doesn't matter how many bad experiences I've... doesn't matter how many bad experiences I've had up to this point. Surely, with just one more step, I can reach this unknown territory. What if there's nothing there? Yeah, ghosts cannot haunt you without consent. No, there has to be. This force trying to stop me is proof of that. Even if there's nothing there, I will leave here, together with Himino. I'm no longer the me who knew nothing. Even if I have to drag Himino behind me, I will find a safe way out and leave this place no matter what. So I absolutely must keep going. At that moment, there's a pulsation. It isn't my heartbeat, but the entire room is pulsating with a loud thump. What? Something else happening right now? At that moment, the shaking of the furniture stops. In exchange, my own heart is pumping blood rapidly through my body with a ba-thump, ba-thump. Oh no. All the lights of the room go out. It becomes pitch black. I use my hands to feel for the handle on the floor. I can't seem to find it. Well then, this light, a phosphorescent light, red light, begins to shine through the tank inside the director's office. The water inside the tank becomes illuminated with that red color, faintly lighting the whole room. The red light seems to be corroding the entire room, little by little. Fish? How? Fish swimming in the air begin to penetrate the room. They seem to be riding the flow of the light from this tank, swimming inside the red light. Just fish swimming where there's no water. Probably a major misunderstanding I've had here in Manton Aquarium. This red light is water. The room quickly fills with light. The room fills with water. I'll drown. I mean, that'll be like the 10th time I've drowned in like this whole game. Staying in this room in this state is dangerous. Let's stick around. That could not be a bad choice. I can't give up. Courage springs up from within me. If I'm going to escape from Manton Aquarium with Himino, I have to overcome this obstacle. Going from midair to underwater, I have to overcome this nightmare trying to force me to drown to death. I've escaped so many times and been rescued from the brink of death. However, I won't lose anymore. The red light is eroding the room and numerous fish are swimming. When I saved that girl, I overcame a similar obstacle. By knowing something by chance about a creature's habitat, I was able to do something about the situation. I saved that girl, and then she immediately died like an hour later. However, I can't use the same method here. There are no machines, and there are too many varieties of fish for me to know about them. Moreover, I need to find a more basic solution. That girl, whose name I don't even know, she talked about a grudge. There were 2 cases, a murder investigation and a mass calling involving this malice. By a murder, could she have meant... I mean, both of them seem like murders. Because Mari got her throat slit open, and I don't think the director would be an accident. The director's accidental death was caused by the error in the deep sea fish food that also caused all those other deaths. Either way, what if it wasn't an accident? What if the whole thing was targeted at someone? I can see what caused the closing down of Manton Aquarium. The bitter intent against the one who killed them. In other words, regret and grudge. I bore great fear and anxiety towards Manton Aquarium. But if my way of thinking is correct, then what I should be afraid of isn't the aquarium, but the disease that have taken on its form. Maybe so. There are so many rumors though. Seeing a man's ghost in the tanks, deep sea fish booth being open only on the day of a full moon, that all the water changes into blood, or that you can hear crying from the back of the tanks. Mina's words from that lunch break long ago all come back to me now. The director, you. As if agreeing with my conjecture, the red light grows more dense. It becomes hard for me to breathe. Yeah, I was kind of thinking whoever was telling me to leave was either the dead director or his daughter, who I let die. I don't have time. Just one more step. I should be able to overcome this phenomena. Oh my god. You can't give me this many choices, game. What is in my pocket? What is in my pocket? My own body is taking on buoyancy and is floating around. This entire room is now underwater. It doesn't just have water in it, but is in water. As I try to control my wavering body, I search my pocket. My fingers feel something and I pull it out. Okay, this is what I was thinking this would do. It's the keychain with the starfish charm. The sticker photo is attached to the back. Appease him. Director, if you can hear me, from somewhere, watch this. A bubble as big as my mouth leaps out. The red bubble rises up through the interval between the air and the water. I cover my nose and mouth with my left hand and hoist the keychain up high. My lungs are at their limits. The result of my defiance will be life or death. If my conviction is nothing more than a mistake, I die by suffocation. However, I die. This is the last bit of air in my lungs. The last bit of air in my lungs, the slow red bubble climbing to the heavens. Along with my memories, the inside of my head is becoming murky. There isn't enough oxygen. I'll die. In just a matter of seconds, I will drown to death. Stop this, Father. Yes. Dead daughter, save me from your horrible dad. In time with the girl's voice, I feel the pain of my body crashing into the ground. Yeah. With a thud, my butt begins to hurt. However, that pain is proof that the director's office has returned to normal. Without hesitation, I feel grateful for gravity. It's all right now, Father. Sayo? Just like when I tried to open the floor. A voice echoes through the room. As I steady my breathing, I look around me and survey the room. As expected, I cannot find the source of the voice. I've heard this voice before. It is a voice I've heard many times in Mansion Aquarium. A hollow voice. One that projects well. This isn't a mistake. It's the voice of the girl. The one killed by Takenuma Moriko. Director, you need to kill that bitch. I take another look at the picture on the keychain in my hand. My father, do you mean that this is... Who else could it be? Who? What, you thought that was like her boyfriend or something? That old ass man? Who else like could it be? It sounds like she must be his daughter. In other words, that girl was the daughter of the director? Lee gasp. She is. So then that's why I realized that she is the daughter of the director whose murder was made look accidental. Which is why she has so tenaciously pursued the secrets of Mantan Aquarium. I mean, yeah, that was pretty obvious. Along with surprise, I feel understanding. A blue light shines through the translucent tank. The ominous red light from earlier is no longer there. In the spaces between the blue light, I can see two silhouettes. Like images projected on a screen, they are a bit vague, but I can easily identify them. A middle-aged man and a girl. The two of them face each other in a pleasant manner. Tayo, you've gotten... Oh, I'm sorry, man. Man. Sayo, you've gotten so big. The silhouette that appears to be the director says in a kind voice. I decide to watch the pair's conversation quietly for a bit so as not to interrupt. You're making such a big deal of it. More importantly, I found her. The criminal who killed you. She killed me! She killed us both. Sayo, you... Sakinuma Riko. I was killed by her as well. After coming to Mansion Aquarium so many times, I was finally able to confirm it on my own. So I am more or less satisfied. Because of me, you were... Sayo, I... Don't say any more. I have no regrets. Keep going. All of my efforts would be in vain. I lived and died solely for my objective. Sayo says in a cool voice, talking about her objective even after her own death. What a tragic thing. Listening to Sayo's words, the director's mouth becomes a straight line as he looks down, holding back his regrets. Your face has changed so much in a few hours. Huh? Me? Like, oh, yeah, I'm here too. Sayo shifts her gaze from the director to me. She turns her attention from the director and continues. The fact that you're not surprised to see a ghost really isn't normal, but I understand how you feel. Yeah, that's right. I suppose you could say I've gotten used to it. I wish I've gotten to know your name. You never would told me. Never would tell me. It doesn't matter now, since I'm dead anyway, and you heard my father say it. Even now, Sayo talks like it's someone else's problem. The director aside responds to the question about her name. Sakuragi Sayo. That's this girl's full name. I am Sakuragi Isao, Sayo's father, and the director of Mantin Aquarium. So you're the director after all. It would probably be more accurate to say former, but it seems I've lost my sense of reason for a long time. I wonder why it's only now that I regained my senses. I tried to murder a girl. Lost a sense of reason, he says, as if that's no longer the case. Nevertheless, his story seems to substantiate the theory that Mantin Aquarium gives form to grudges. Having returned to his senses, no strange phenomena should take place. On the contrary, I could say that the earlier poltergeist phenomenon the director caused would also serve as proof, but I don't see any need to blame him. Wasn't it seeing Sayo-chan that returned you to your senses? Hey, stop adding Chan. I have a name too. I don't like it. Then it's Sayo. I have a name too. It's Mayumi, so stop with the hey and you and stuff. Sayo breathes an affected sigh, then continues talking. She looks listless, but somehow it seems like she's smiling. If your conjecture is right, Mayumi, then I'll probably be glad. Conjecture? I returned my father to his senses. Fool! Is there anything to be happy about? If you hadn't died, you wouldn't have met me. My beloved daughter. Dead because of me. Is there really anything to be happy about? Father, calm down. You make the aquarium get weird again. I misjudged you, Sayo. I thought you were amazing because you were steadfast in your determination and your resolve. I had labeled you a cold girl. Really. You were kind. Tears faintly gather in director's eyes. If demons can have tears in their eyes, then ghosts can cry. Okay. That's why they call it infectious crying, I suppose. Even as I watch the two of them, the corner of my eye becomes hot. The exchange between the two of them is so natural, as the rhythm of a conversation between parent and child. It's something that won't happen again for them. I'm sorry. I couldn't save you. I saw you, Sayo. At the moment you got killed, I couldn't save you. I... Don't worry about it. This is the result of my own faltering. It isn't your fault, Mayumi. But... Don't you have someone you need to save? So you can't waver. Sayo, you've matured. You've become able to... Sayo, you've matured. You've become able to encourage others. Be quiet, father. Well, I'm glad you weren't killed by my father. You've grown up, Sayo. The air surrounding them warms my heart, but the realization that this is nothing more than a transient moment causes my chest to tighten. Huh? You too. Suddenly, the blue light changes to white. They're going to heaven! It floods the room like a fluorescent bulb, gradually growing stronger. Without realizing it, I narrow my eyes. What's happened all of a sudden? Who knows? You were crossing over? I am satisfied knowing who the killer is. What? But wait, just a bit. Crossing over? No longer having any attachment to this world. Sayo has achieved her goal. She and the director have miraculously reunited after overcoming space and time. No, that should have been me and Mari. No. I cried out from the bottom of my heart. However, I can't give that scream voice, because Sayo knows my resolve. I don't want her to see me acting uncool, because even though Sayo is dead, she is cheering me on. Mayumi-kun, was it? Before I disappear, I'll tell you what I know. Even so, many events right before and after my death are vague. This is much too soon. Will you really disappear? My soul was originally supposed to cross over 5 years ago. Being able to cross over in and of itself is something to be happy about. Director. I don't want to cause anyone trouble like Father did. I just want to go right away before our souls are taken. The two have completely reconciled their lives. Souls being taken, something I only barely understand. If it happens just as it did before with the director, then only their grudge and malice will continue to be expressed in this world. When it's time to die, one crosses over. It's probably best to see it from a spirit's position. But then they can't be happy together. I stiffly endure those words. Unconcerned with my own thoughts, the director begins to speak. 5 years ago, Maintain Aquarium experienced financial hardship. With diverse options for entertainment and a more direct subway system, customer traffic decreased as many people were flocking to towns other than Manton. The management of the aquarium was seeing large costs from the purchase of exhibits, the large amount of feed required, the cost of paying for the employees. Also, due to the location of Manton Aquarium, the cost of transporting seawater is high. What, are like they really inland in Japan? In addition, the deep-sea fish booth that served as the centerpiece at the time used the latest technology and required enormous maintenance costs due to its size. I was being pressed by many decisions. Letting go of employees, reducing display space, the widening of the target demographic, and the closing the deep-sea fish booth. I couldn't bring myself to cast aside anything from my beloved aquarium. I tried to do the impossible in the hopes of producing results, but in the end, it boiled down to confrontation with Sakinuma Riko and those who stood with her. Like, what? Why? Like, what did she have against it? I guess she didn't want to be fired? Like, her and all the other employees were like, it's either our paychecks or the deep sea fish booth. Die. I was eliminated in the most rational way possible. A rational way, okay. In other words, I was killed. It was made to look like an on-the-job accident. The director continues, unperturbed by my trembling. I rise to my feet and reach out a hand to Sayo. She is also listening quietly to the director's matter-of-fact way of speaking. Her form seems so fragile. I am unable to touch the image she is projecting into the light. Despite my position amongst management, I let her know, in not so subtle terms, how I felt about her. This gave her all the motive she needed. I have no doubt that my murder was, in some part, because I pushed her too far. Beside me, Sayo lowers her head. However, she listens carefully to the director's monologue. I study the director's face and wait for the rest of the story. Then, Saginuma Riko sent all of the fish in the deep-sea fish booth to their deaths. There were 1,217 of them all. There were probably those employees who had their doubts in regards to the recurrence of unlikely accidents. Those that knew even the slightest bit about our management stuck their heads in the sand and just dismissed it as cost-cutting in some way. That's awful. By all rights, it is something Father should consider as a manager. Yes, at times such a thing becomes necessary. Saginuma Riko held neither reverence nor regret towards the fish she, a human, killed. She probably smiled while killing them, forcing him to bear the brunt of her rage and grudge against me. She took her anger out on the fucking fish. My soul was already here. It's hard to put into words, but I'm what you might call a Jibikure, a spirit bound to this place, sympathizing with the souls of all those fish. I offered up my soul to Manton Aquarium. All the souls of the fish combine into evil, and they turn into an evil slime girl. Till then, the grudge you and the fish were created the world I am in now? The director nods with a serious face. I instinctively swallow. The Red Manton Aquarium. I've taken to calling it that. Without regard for when, they took vengeance to dispel their regrets. It didn't matter if it involved people or fish. They merely turned to anger. There's nothing to do. The fish got revenge on other fish. as a human with an independent will and emotions. My soul was the cornerstone, but the fish were the ones who will maintain an aquarium. Like, I know fish feel pain, but it's really funny of the idea of all these fish dying. And they truly became like a school to haunt humans. Like, yes, we are upset that we died so brutally somehow. Like, no offense, but they're kind of fish. I think they would die in a good couple of years anyway. They probably wouldn't last too long. I can't get over it. All these fish turned evil. There's no distinction for the value of life. The thousands of fish spirits overpowered my one sense of reasoning. All of those fish. All of the fish brains took over his human soul. There were too many fish souls. I know, Ghost Fish is a really fucking wild plot device. Then why now? I'm sorry. I don't clearly understand it either. I may be ubiquitous throughout this red mantin aquarium, but I'm merely a core that boards grudge. Nothing more. There are far too many things I cannot explain. Like, fish have souls in this universe. Fish can have heaven, but if they have too much of a grudge, they become bound to where they died. If I were to venture a guess, I would think that my reunion with Sayo has led my soul to stop producing negative emotions. Upon becoming useless, I was probably ejected from the red mantin aquarium. The fish rejected him. You aren't as vengeful as these fish. Get out. Like, imagine this universe like fishing boats. You telling me when fishing boats are like grabbing all these fish, that there aren't like ghost fish like getting revenge and having grudges on the boat, or haunting sharks for eating them? Theories and such probably don't matter, Mayumi-kun. It's thanks to you bringing Sayo and I together that this miracle occurred. I don't need any further explanation than that. Yeah, it's my house haunted after I eat a can of sardines, yeah. My mom loves eating cooked salmon. Like, she has it so much now. Like, is my house currently haunted with salmon? You just eat it raw. Actually, I eat so much shrimp, I'm probably being haunted by shrimp right now. Stay away, little guys, I'm gaming. The director smiles peacefully. He probably doesn't remember the details of what he put us through. If he did, he wouldn't be smiling. Not so shrimple now. Still, it isn't like the director is directly responsible for his sins, since they're born from a person's ill will. If I trust the director's words, then that isn't the case here. He just wanted those fish to have nice burials, and all 1,217 of them were murdered. I am very curious how the hell she murdered all those fish. Like, did she pour bleach into the water or something? It isn't in me to bear hatred for something with no form. A cornerstone. Having lost me, the one directing their malice, the fish spirit should also disappear. They should cross over. They bonded. She pissed in the water. Her piss was so acidic and evil. The director says in a relaxed tone after some thought. In other words, the red mantin aquarium will disappear? If my theory is correct, that is what should happen. In turn, with my soul's disappearance, the red mantin aquarium should begin to crumble. This isn't something I know for sure, merely a hunch. But it seems I'm part of Mantin Aquarium after all. Oh, we need to fucking leave. Please don't lament the fact that I will disappear. It was your courage that rescued us from this place. This red Mantin Aquarium. I didn't save you. My words of denial won't come out. Surely the director is satisfied already. I After having me soul-bound for 5 years and squeezed for every drop of malice, just releasing him was saving him, so I can't dilute that fact. Before we part ways, I'll return this to you. This keychain. Sayo hands me a keychain. It's a droplet-shaped keychain, one with a jellyfish attached. It is unmistakably the keychain from my memories. Why, Sayo? You were running without watching where you were going, and you ran into me, don't you remember? I was chasing Mari, but I ran into someone. That's right. Amina picked it up. In all the confusion. It was something incredibly precious to me. Never seemed like something someone could mistake. Even now, I still don't understand the mix-up. Finally realized that you had my keychain when I looked at it. That the one I picked up was yours, Mayumi. Yeah. I'm genuinely curious if Himino, like, if she escapes, are the worms just gonna, like, not be there anymore? Like, were the worms also ghosts? A worm food. Now I can save her. I have to give her mouth to mouth. I'll take half the worms. Thank you. So it wasn't that Himino lied. The mix-up was because there were 2 lookalikes. I hand the keychain with the starfish charm to Sayo. The father and daughter smile at me from within the sticker picture. This piece of their lost past leaves my hands. As I hand it to her, I am unable to touch her. However, the treasure safely lands in Sayo's hands. Why didn't you tell me back then? Oh, probably. What do you mean? I won't say any more than that. Bitch, you're a ghost. You don't have to be vague. I can fix her. What, Piss Woman? You can fix Piss Woman? I'm about to respond, but Sayo speaks without giving me a chance. You know, I'm a bit jealous of that Himino girl. Yes. Why? I think about it yourself. You're so mean. Sayo grips the keychain tightly and shuts her eyes. She takes a small breath and nods. You walked a different path than I, Mayumi. Even now, I think so. Yeah. Mayumi, what you've done is resolve yourself to save the both of you. I don't want to think that I'm wrong, however. You aren't wrong either, Mayumi. The world is a place with few answers. Sayo laughs with a haha, and smiles. It seems out of character for her. But Sayo's smile is very natural. Surely this is the girl's true nature. Nah, the cool Sayo I spoke with first is the real deal. Just as Sayo said, there's no perfect answer anywhere. Regardless of the director's choices, there were none that could have led to a perfect solution. Even so, we all must choose, even if it means casting aside that which we don't choose. I wasn't able to be like you. I was filled with a weakness I couldn't account for. Sayo, you aren't weak at all. You saved me. Her eyes closed, Sayo shakes her head. Mayumi, you have strength that I don't. You'll fall apart at the truth. You'll save Himino, no matter what. I will save my girlfriend. Thank you. I'm sorry. In the end... Hey. Huh? Look. I remember reading that person who got tapeworm from their cat because the cat was covered in fleas. And the doctor said she could get tapeworm, like, worm remover, or she could get a full dewormer. We are all full of some kind of worms, apparently. They're nice worms, though. Friendly, nice worms who do not do anything bad. They are probably in our gut biome right now, helping us digest food. Nah, nothing. I don't care for stubbornness, after all. The right surrounding sight.
The worms. 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 The worms.
We love the worms. The worms can be nice. The light surrounding Sayu grows far brighter than the light surrounding the director. Gradually, Sayu's silhouette grows dim. I understand this is the light of Sayu's life. Bye-bye. Yes, bye-bye. I won't say see you later or anything. Find your way here after 100 years, I'll just turn you away. There's no way I could live that long. Unable to stop my emotions from overflowing, the drops of light spilling over melt into the even stronger light. It's the same for Sayo. She would probably get mad if I said so. If I say so, so I won't, but... Well, Father, I'll go on ahead. This time, you can follow me. Essentially, it's decided. Sayo is my friend now, so as much as I continue to struggle, I won't break so easily. We bonded so damn quick. I save her from orcas. She's a bitch to me. I watch her die. But hey, I showed her dad the charm. And it's all good now. It's all good. By the time I've wiped away my tears, Sayo's light has already vanished. The director closes his eyes and begins to pray. Seeing me stand up, he quietly opens his mouth. I don't know exactly what will happen when this place crumbles. Before it happens, I think it's best that you get out of Maintain Aquarium. Yeah, no shit. I want to ask you about Sakini... Oh my god, her name. About Sakinuma. Riko-san. Please just call her Riko-san. I can say that a lot easier. She's still alive in this aquarium, isn't she? The woman who killed not just the director, but his daughter too. Her insane smile is etched in my mind. It won't disappear. She shouldn't be living. I can't remember it clearly, but I do know this. Maintain Aquarium did exact its vengeance on her. She's dead? If she's still here in the aquarium, then she's nothing other than a ghost. She's a captive soul, bound here by the grudge and malice that pervades this place. If so, then when this place crumbles, she'll disappear as well. You needn't worry. I don't need to worry? Is that true? I mean, yeah, she seemed pretty physical and, like, killed your daughter, bro. Those things left behind in time will not change. I understand. That and... Yes, what is it? You didn't see a girl called Mari somewhere, did you? She looks like Sayo when she was a child. Perhaps, Ikyu, she became a spirit and is in this Maintain Aquarium? I've asked the disappearing director something that has caught his attention. If he is one with Maintain Aquarium, then perhaps he does know something. However, that hope is quickly dashed. I do not know. Ever since my death, my mind has become rather vague and fragmented. Look, I'm pretty sure Riko-san, like, murdered her. Is that so? However, as it is vague, I cannot definitely say that she isn't here. In the deep-sea fish booth where I lost my life, there may be some truth even I do not know. Speaking of which, Director, when you were under the influence of the drug, you told me to leave. Did you understand somewhere deep down the danger of the place where you were killed? I wonder. Honestly, I do not know. Well then, it seems the time has come. Director, I can no longer stay here. I must go back to my planet. I realize it may be irresponsible. However, it seems this alone I cannot fight. In this world, there are powers that go beyond human understanding. Please wait. If I wait too much longer, I won't be able to follow Sayu. When I reach the other side, I'll pray for you, that you may be saved and blessed. Goodbye. So far, the only good thing I've done is reunited father and daughter, and it's because they're both dead. I am unable to stop him as he is wrapped in a brilliant light, just as Sayu was. The next moment, his form is gone. Was he able to cross over? My question is directed at thin air, so naturally there is no reply. I wonder if this is a time when you should say congratulations. Thinking it over a bit, I look up. In that position, I close my eyes. Please, find peace. Before I realize it, I'm alone again. But it's alright. Even if something happens, I will not fail. I prepared myself. Well then, I have to walk on. Save? I'd have for... I'm gonna see what happens if I go back. Yeah, we have to see how Worm Girl is. Like, I'm pretty sure the top one, going to the deep sea fish booth, is like the actual right choice, but now I gotta see Worm Girl. My bestie Worm Girl. I gotta make sure The worms didn't kill her yet. Huh. Huh. I've run over a Mantan aquarium, returning to the stage. You know what? She's actually looking better. She is actually looking better. You? Having reached the shed on the edge, I caress Himino's form as she lies on her back. She's alive. For that alone, I'm incredibly happy. Like, she was bleeding from her eyes before. No blood coming out of the eyes right now, so I think she's good. Are you okay? Her face red and feverish. Himino seems to be suffering. Yeah, she got worms in her. There seems to be some change. She's no longer spewing out the parasites that were consuming her body. Could it have stopped? The parasite strain's propagation and assault. Maybe they were linked to the grudge of Mantan Aquarium. Now that the director has crossed over, maybe the so-called curse has vanished as well. In other words, at this point, Himino has been freed from this absurdity. Now, all that's left is to get her out of here. Take her to the hospital, get her on an IV, and restore her strength. Let's go. Let's get going. I can't carry you on my own. Physically, there's little I can do. At times like this, I regret my own lack of motor skills. Get the ever so trustful and kind and not insane Hiroshi-san to carry her. I glance around the room, looking for something that can help. This is it. There's a hand truck for moving boxes. You probably have large tools and such on hand for the shows. I can do it. With this, we can make it. Yeah, push her out like she's in a little go-kart. I call out to the suffering Himino many times. I bring the hand truck over to Himino and somehow set her on top of it. From there, I get a vigorous start. We charge through a route with few ups and downs, heading for the gate. Look, Hiroshi-san is either gonna pop out, Riko-san is gonna pop out, or if I'm really lucky, Riko-san will pop out, Hiroshi-san will go mental and chew her neck out, and I'll run away. The hand truck is slicker than expected, so I push it with all my might. It's only been a 5-minute dash. Having reached the finish line unharmed, I stand completely still before several turnstiles, one right next to the other. Finally, we made it here. In just a number of steps, I'll be able to save Himino. If that's the case, I can keep going. At the moment we pass through the ticket gate, it feels as if we were enveloped in light. Together with Himino, I head past the light. Did we do it? Or did you send us both to the ocean? A week has passed since that dramatic escape. There was no change in my physical health, and the weakened Himino was in the hospital even now. I came to pay you a visit, Himino. Lately, I visit her hospital room every day. Every time I go to see her, she is so happy. Haha, thanks, Mayu. Looking at that sickly Himino was painful. If I could, I'd get her out of the hospital right away. Well, seems they have to keep me a little longer for observation. But just wait a little longer. Yeah, this is a questionable good end because I did not solve that murder. Like, I know that woman is a ghost. Yeah, this is very suspicious. Fuck the murder. Who cares? Leave it to the police. They'll solve the ghost murder. Lying on the bed, Himino smiles at me. Yeah, this feels like very sus. I don't remember if it started that day or not. Despite the fact that she's... Oh, no. Yep, she's getting worse. She is hospitalized. Himino's condition has deteriorated. Even after a month has passed, Himino has lost her enthusiasm from just before our escape from Mantan Aquarium. As each day passes, her condition worsens. Those worms took too much. They ate too many of her nutrients. She can't get them back. At the suggestion of Himino's parents, she has changed hospitals, where her circumstances don't seem to have improved. Himino, I don't know how much time has passed. It's probably been half a year since we escaped the red Mantan Aquarium. The amount of words Himino says has drastically decreased. It's become difficult for her to eat on her own. Himino, why? Himino's like, because I got worms in me. Oh no, he's got bugs in him. I wanted us to eat ice cream together. We had so many fun things ahead of us. My heart overflows from its very core with thoughts and feelings. Smile. Once more. I don't know how many times I've said these words in this hospital room. However, she has no hint of a reaction. Mina's attending physician says, quite bluntly, that the cause is probably something unknown to us science at present. Then doesn't that mean I wasn't able to save him, Mino? I mean, yeah. No. I don't want us to say goodbye here. Doesn't matter how many years it takes. If I can see that smile again. So please. Where salvation lies. Good luck with your funny car, Plix. The funny car is getting you me no bad end. Look, the cat bread only makes me more beautiful. Yeah. Okay, so ignore my good friend who's dying. Finish what those dead fish want done, which is revenge. I reach for the small handle under the director's desk. Wait just a little longer, Himino. I have no time, but that means I have to be all the more careful. In a way, this is Mantan Aquarium's final puzzle. The closed down deep sea fish booth. Everything will be sold there. There has to be an end to the red Mantan Aquarium. Bracing the vigor in my chest, I pull open the small door. And they get jump scared. I descend the ladder leading from the director's office. Walking along the dark underground passageway for several meters and reach another ladder. Causing a dull sound to echo, I climb the ladder. As I approach the door overhead, cold air flows through. Oof. Oof. Pushing the door open with my head, I've reached the top of the ladder. The deep sea fishies! This is the deep sea fish booth. I mutter, closing the door I came up through. Beside it's pitch black. As if to match the real deep sea, is a world with no light. My unease in the dark comes from deep down in my heart. However, at this moment, I am able to suppress that feeling. Stretch my arms out to the left and right, carefully walk on. There must be something here. I'm absolutely sure of it. Huh? That light. After walking for a bit, I find a light floating in my path. It's neither the red light nor the blue one I saw in the director's office, but rather a golden light, like that of a morning sun. I suddenly begin walking towards that light. There may be nothing there, but I don't even consider that possibility. I don't think this choice matters, but just in case. Pretty. Called by the light, I move forward. But I know. I haven't gotten close enough to touch the light, my movements seem to be off. The ball of light before my eyes begun dodging me. Deep sea fish, eh? That much I can understand. A football fish. Man, I'm reading good tonight. I'm reading so good. Perhaps the most famous of the deep sea fish. It emits light, even in the depths of the deep sea, slyly waiting its prey. But I'm no longer prey. Kill the oarfish. Passing the light, it's as if something has been blown open. As things begin to flicker throughout the room, yellow lights, blue lights, even a lot of red lights, they all rush about the room like fibers. All the lights waver like the surface of the water. Thanks to the intermittent light, I begin to grasp the full form of the deep-sea fish booth. Fish are swimming all throughout the room. The light itself is the fish's habitat. This is a sea to the fish spirits that have lost the malice that once guided them. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid, it's just ghost fish. I think I can handle ghost fish. The director himself said they had all been freed from their malice. Just as he said, the fish no longer have any aggression. The oarfish, the monkfish, the hagfish. There are also ones with scary faces, transparent fish, and fish that glow beautifully, though differently from the football fish. This room, filled with several deep-sea fish, is more realistic and more magnificent than any other display space. I'm no longer afraid. So come on out. Weaving through all of the fish, I touch a wall on the inside of the deep sea fish booth. Mari. Just as I call her name, I feel my legs slam close together. Mari, do not put me in the ocean again. God damn it. Huh? I suppose this is what you'd call carelessness. My legs have been grabbed by a large tentacle. His white skin and pale pink suckers. At my feet is the deep sea. I can see a black shadow, far closer to me than the bottom of the sea. I've seen this creature on the news on TV. It's the largest creature on planet Earth. Oh, what, the giant squid? Yep, a giant squid. My impatience is greater than my fear. Before it can pull me in, I have to escape. But the suction pads are strong. As I struggle, another tentacle approaches. Dummy. Huh? That's the voice of hope. A small hand reaches down from above as I pulled further into the deep sea. A hand of salvation for me, as I writhe against imminent death in the darkness. To push away the hand! Push it away, it's a trick! I'm not going to heaven again. No! As I scream out, I push away the hand being extended to me. Pretending to help me, but really tricking me. This is my logic based on what I've experienced over and over again at this aquarium. I see. The regretful voice quickly disappears. In exchange, the tentacle pulling my legs pulls harder. I feel intense pain as if my legs are about to be ripped off. Ugh. I frantically try to resist, but the only thing I feel is myself being pulled down further. I gradually forget to breathe. Below my eye level, there is an enormous giant squid. As I close my eyes, my limbs are torn away by thick tentacles. My own body gently floats along the water. No objective, just floating. Before long, the tentacles has wrapped around my slender neck. Just like that, I'm pulled even further into the deep sea. At this point, I have already died. It's an instantaneous death, thanks to my broken neck. I am watching the spectacle of my own death from somewhere else. Deciding my death from this enormous creature preying upon me. My own almost comedic powerlessness. Big sister. I feel like I heard a voice. Unable to find the owner of that voice, I can only look around the room drenched in red light. I got achievements that completed 25% of the bad endings. I said I was going to do more bad endings. I was not lying. Take the hand. Big sister, if you go away before we get to makeup, I really will hate you. I'm not going anywhere. First, I grasp her hand tightly with my right hand. It's such a miracle, I begin to feel my zeal returning. Next, I grab that little hand with my left hand. I can feel my energy growing stronger. Yes, give me the youth. Give me your youth, young child. I am pulled up with a great amount of power. It isn't just the owner of the voice's strength either. I can feel the intervention of a miraculous amount of power. With just that, the tentacles that hold my legs have refused to let go, are easily peeled away. Ow! Pulled from the darkness, I land on my backside. I don't know how many times I've fallen down. Please cut it out. The bones in my butt feel like they're break. There's no time for such carefree thoughts. I ended up in the DC fish booth once more. This room with so many types of fish just swimming about. She's here. Puff out my cheeks. Place my hands on my hips. Push myself forward with my palms. Hello, dead sister. Mari. Really, Huh? Who are you? I thought you were my big sister, but you're grown up? Looking at me as I lift my head is a girl with long hair. Mari's looking down at me. It's me. Nakanobe Mayumi, your big sister. Yep, I'm not wrong after all. You're grown up, but you're my big sister. It wouldn't be surprising for her not to recognize me. In the 5 years that passed, since I've been going through a growth spurt, I've grown quite noticeably. I cut my hair that was, at the time, as long as Mari's. My looks and my body. I've become a little more mature. But Mari is laughing and nodding. She called me big sister. I've been looking for you this whole time, big sister. Since you got lost, I thought I should find you, big sister. The whole time. I noticed that Mari's voice has an echo to it. It is because of the room that we're in. It's probably due to the light shining through Mari's silhouette. I saw something scary. A lady with a scary face wouldn't let the man who looked worried get out of the water. She was drowning him. A lady? A man? Could that be the director and Saginuma Riko? You witnessed the murder? I got so scared I ran away, but this lady chased after me. Saginuma Riko, Mariashi. I ran and ran, hid myself in some sort of box. I thought of how I wanted to see you and stayed there the whole time. Suddenly the whole place filled with water and I went to sleep. Mari, I'm sorry I couldn't save you. After you witnessed the scene of a murder, Mari ran away with the Manton Aquarium as Saginuma Riko pursued her. Then she ended up in some empty tank that was then filled with water. And then she... Was it an accident? Saginuma Riko's doing? Or could it have possibly been that she slipped in the red Manton Aquarium? In this world of strange phenomena, Mari herself probably doesn't even know. It's gotta be the lady. She did not want any witnesses. The one truth is that Mari's life was brought to an end. After that, why did you come back here? I don't know. I drifted, sleeping the whole time. Then I thought that you had come, so I woke myself up. Mari, you're dead, aren't you? I say these words enduring the pain in my heart. It feels like I have no choice but to say them. Yes, sorry, big sister. The one who should apologize is me. I had no idea you faced something so terrible. I wasn't able to save you. Even though you waited for me, I couldn't save you. That's right, jeez, because you always get lost. Big sister, are you crying? No, it's sweat in my eyes. Mari says this to me in an innocent voice. I'm not crying. I am her big sister. Her big sister. 5 years her senior. So then I can't cry. Mari smiling so broadly. I can't let her see me do something as uncool as crying. Finally, I was able to see Mari. Finally. I was able to reunite with Mari. No matter what form she takes, this isn't supposed to be a sad thing, is it? Well, I'm going now. To where? I don't know, but this cradle where I've been sleeping feels as if it's slowly disappearing. That's why I feel somehow that I'm not supposed to be here anymore. Mari, thank you for saving me. I was only able to say Mari, but even so, Mari brought me through my own crisis. I'm pretty pathetic for big sister, huh? No, after all, you came to see me, didn't you? Yeah. Manton Aquarium's final truth. For me, that would be Mari's death. I realized this a long time ago, honestly, but I was unable to accept it and let it go so easily. Goodbye, Mari. You're free. Little by little, the light enveloping Mari grows stronger. If the director was like a shell of the red Manton Aquarium, then Mari, surely being one drop amongst the collective, was being released. The thing that held her here is now gone. All around me, numerous other lights are climbing towards heaven. As if the ceiling is no obstacle, pillars of light fill the deep-sea fish booth. The other Manton Aquarium is vanishing. Big sister, I love you. How about you? It's the same for me, as it should be. Well, I'm going then. Wait, no, come back. Wait, Mari. What is this, big sister? This keychain. It's my treasure, so... I almost thought we were gonna have like a Madoka Magica moment where like Homura pulls Madoka back down. Like I should have pulled her back down like, no, you aren't leaving. I pulled the keychain, burying all of my memories from my pocket. I've dropped it once, but it came back. I'm so guided by destiny. A true treasure. Just as if she was seeing it for the first time, Mari makes a sad face. No fair. After all, back then you told me how important it was. It is important. And precious. So I'll give it to you, Mari. I am your big sister, Mari. It was such a trivial thing that I regret from that day. I won't make that same mistake again. What is that's important to me? I feel like I understand that a little better now than back then. Thank you, but sorry. I gave my keychain to a girl that looks just like me, so I can't trade it with you. A faint band of light appears in Mari's eyes. illuminated by the numerous twinkling lights. Mari is so pretty. It's alright. In sync with my words, I rub Mari's head. I cannot touch her long hair, but even so, I embrace Mari. I know that girl. She's a friend of mine. Well, then, I'll treasure it, no matter what. Okay. The light envelops even me. The warmth is like Mari's own body temperature. In this way, Mari will probably go to heaven. I believe that Mari will definitely go on to a happier world. Because Mari is a kind girl. Do not toy with me. Oh no. The bitch is here. Huh? Yeah. Wait, what? Huh? As if an arrow had been shot through the room, all the twinkling lights stop and sync with the voice. Amina, what are you doing? As soon as I hear that voice, the light surrounding Mari disappears. It is as if time has stopped, leaving me wide-eyed as the small voice that screams hard enough to burn itself out. Me? No? No, this shouldn't be. I deny the truth in front of me.
The bugs are back.
The bugs are back. The worms are controlling her. I wonder if that voice. Don't go deciding it's all over on your own. Sakura guy. Going and destroying this place because you say your objective is complete. How convenient. I'll kill that brat. I'll kill anyone who saw what I did. Then I'll return to Mantan Aquarium. What the... What? She took over? Like, did her ghost enter Himino? The wall of the deep-sea fish booth is thrown open, and inside I can faintly see the tunnel tank. Himino is standing there, lit from behind by the red light leaking out from the entrance. Her face is covered in a distinct shadow. This isn't the appearance of the weakened Himino, nor is it the Himino I know. Her breathing rough and her expression fierce, she takes a stance like a model would. No, why? Mari's gentle expression has changed one to fear in an instant. Oh no, the fish grudge. Everything is bathed in the red light, and my pulse quickens and grows stronger. Mai. As she says this, the corner of Himino's mouth bend. Even though I recognize that expression as a smile, it takes me some time. Found you. You hear that? No. Letting out a sudden scream, Mari takes off running. In order to reach the one and only exit in the basement, Mari uses her small body to slide past Himino's thigh. Himino, why? Hey, answer me, Himino. Why? My name isn't Himino. Huh? So too, isn't that... Could she be? There's no mistaking that as Himino's face and voice. However, this isn't the first time I've heard the way Himino's speaking right now. I remembered it. It's someone I know. Sakinuma Riko. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. You have guts to address an older lady than you without respect. So you're a spirit after all. And how did you get Himino's body? Through possession? Himino, this vessel? This girl was shaken, and at the bottom of her heart, she bore resentment. Resentment? Probably because you talked about your damn sister all the time. Yes. As to the one who left her all alone, that would be you, Nakanobe Mayumi-san. Himino resented? Himino gives a sly grin. No, in front of me isn't Himino. It isn't. But came all the way here. For Himino. I followed that brat to kill her, but I slipped from a machine and died. Well, wow. So I was unable to finish the job. I can't get rid of my worries. I cannot rest easy. Sleep deprivation is the enemy of a woman's complexion. Okay, so I guess the filling of the tank was an accident. But you're already dead, aren't you? If she were dead, she couldn't possess Himino like this. It does not matter. I will use this girl's soul and, this time, create my version of Mantan Aquarium. There, I resume my peaceful existence. If you're dragging Himino into it, then it's all wrong, isn't it? My soul is nothing more than a droplet within Mantan Aquarium. Just as I am released, I am pulled back in. My soul alone can't create Mantan Aquarium. I need something not linked to this place, or the other souls. So I'll use this girl's soul. Then isn't that enough? Mari is already... It does not matter. I will kill that child. If I don't, I cannot move forward. This bitch needs to die. Where's Hiroshi and bite her neck out? There's nothing more for you to move forward to. With a twisted expression, Himino clicks her tongue with a... No, that's not Himino. Himino would never make that face. I'll go ahead and say this, but it's because this vessel has its own will that I'm like this. The reason I hate you is because of a vector of malice from within. That's a lie. I hate you. What? Words said on the spur of the moment, words that don't even fill up a second. Those words definitely originated from Himeno's mouth, and Himeno's voice, the same way of speaking that Himeno uses. Sakinuma Riko spins her body around, and with the sound of her heels going clack, 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 leaves the deep sea fish booth behind. She begins walking into the Mantan aquarium that is now corroded with red. Stupid Himeno, you idiot. Feeling nauseated, I say this over and over. That's why I'll save you, no matter what. I don't care if Himeno does hate me, because I love her. Oh, the Yuri is back on. All throughout the red aquarium, the fish swim about. Rushing in and out of the tanks that served as containers, they literally migrate into every inch of the area. It's become a big ocean, far greater than just the deep sea fish booth. The cutlass fish that was hopping around the tunnel tank is now just a school of fish swimming about. Occasionally, a manta ray passes at my feet. A small shark swims overhead. The fish's understanding of the space is probably different from mine. The walls, floors, and ceilings are definitely there, but any concept of up and down or left or right is irrelevant to them. The two perceptions of the world are merging together. Neither version of the world seems to be changing into the malicious aquarium that existed up until now. All that blends together, a world on the threshold. That Sakinuma Riko said is true. At the moment Mari and I touched hands, the new red Mantan aquarium was completed. I won't let you. This is something I definitely will not allow. I can guess where she's heading. I doubled my speed and head for that place as well. She said that she fell from a machine. If there is a machine high enough to die from falling off of, there's no place that could be except for the machine room. There was a ladder leading to it from the passageway where Yoshi-san went crazy. Yoshi-san's still hanging there? So that's the way I head. Weaving through the fish, I move along, and I'm going to save the people who are important to me. Let's go. Get it, girl. There's a door combined with a panel on the wall just after exiting the tunnel tank. Upon closer inspection, the words staff only are written on it. I open it and see that there's a staff passageway that goes to the stage. There are many hidden passageways beside this one in the aquarium. Before I realize it, I've become so knowledgeable about this place. I have no time to get caught up in sentimentality. Stopping Sakinuma Riko takes priority. On opening the door, cool air flows out. Just to be safe, I look around, but there's no sign of Yoshi-san. Time axis may still be changing every time someone passes through a door, but I don't sense any strange phenomena in the dead silence the passageway. So all that's left to do is to move on. Himeno! Though I call out in a loud voice, I get no response. Himeno, Mari, where are you? As I move further into the passageway, I call it several times. However, there is no response. If so, then Sakinuma Riko has probably already climbed up. I climb the ladder on the side of the passageway, as this passageway is essentially a sub-basement. The very top is quite high up. I climb it in one go. Looking out, I'm on a walkway above the tunnel tank. From here, one could feed the fish in the tank or adjust the machines. Being above the tunnel tank puts me about 3 stories high. Looking out from below, it's hard to tell how high up this goes thanks to the water. Basically, I get the sense that that's how high I've climbed. It's so deep I can't see the bottom. Even if I fell into the water from here, it would still be dangerous. With my clothes, I'd easily sink to the bottom. If there were no water, just thinking about it is terrifying. Right now, I can be certain that there is water filling it to the brim. This thin walkway above the giant tank is a bridge about 10 meters across. Even missing one's footing by 1 foot could easily lead to them falling. There seems to be a ladder on the other side as well. The metallic footsteps coming from over there hint at that fact. Push her into the tank, kill her again. Over there are Himeno, Mari. Look how bloody. The walkway is so bloody. I've heard those footsteps before. They're Himeno's boots. My, you know this place well. From her head down, Himeno's body appears clearly. Directly across from me on the walkway where I currently stand, Himeno. Sakinuma Riko is standing there. She's holding the captured Mari. Mari! Do not move. You know what would happen if you do, right? Big sister, I got caught. Sakinuma Riko has Mari by the collar. tightly restraining her. It goes without saying that there's a major difference in stature between Mari and Himino. She holds her as if she intends to enact violence on her captive. Mari puts a smile on her pained face. The fact that she is forcing her smile is clear as day. The order in which one does things is important. After I kill this brat, I'll cast aside the flesh of this vessel and assimilate myself into the aquarium. Once my Mantan aquarium is complete, I'll curse you and end your life. So keep quiet and observe. Why would I not stop you, dumbass? Stop calling Mari a brat already. Stop calling him, a vessel. Is there any meaning whatsoever in all of that? For me, the role one plays takes precedence. And in my world, I am the center. How awful. I can't think of you as a human. Mari alone is bad enough, but Himino is being held hostage here as well. If Himino drowns, I can't save her. How can I possibly save both of them? I frantically search my thoughts. The second I knew where Riko isn't taking her eyes off me. At the same moment, I become aware of her stare. She laughs boldly. Mayu, you're the one who's awful. What? The brief phrase, she's halted my thoughts. Just like the bizarre phenomenon at the DC fish booth, her voice and tone are unmistakably Himino's. Leaving me in that terrifying place. It's your fault I've ended up like this, Mayu. If you had just told me the truth about yourself, we wouldn't have gotten into a fight. If you had just told me about things like your sister going missing, or that she was here, instead of deciding everything on your own, I wouldn't have ended up like this. I'm blaming you for giving me worms. Himino, so that's how you saw it. Even though Saki knew Mariko is possessing her, those words just now were none other than Himino's. I see Himino as my best friend. Because of that, I know that those words are how she truly feels. I thought of you as my best friend, Mayu. But that was just my own misconception. You didn't care what happened to me, did you, Mayu? What did you want me to do? How can you kill a ghost? I don't know, Ghostbusters use like a vacuum. Find a little like suction vacuum around here, that'll do it. Whoops. Back to the game, I didn't mean to. I don't know how I hit that. That's not... My words of denial come out shrouded in uncertainty. Mio's expression is a serious one. It's the face I saw when we fought, looking a little like she might cry, but very angry. I came all this way for Himino. Why are things getting so messed up here at the very end? Himino, I'm sorry. Don't give up again, big sister. As I start to look down, Mari's voice calls me back. Mari? When I've been in an argument, I've lied too. Even though I love you, I said I hated you. Slay's making the same face I made at those times. Didn't I tell you not to speak? Saki Mariko squeezes the base of Mari's neck even tighter. Mari instantly shuts her eyes and looks at me through thin slits. Mari! I'm alright, big sister. With a pained expression, Mari continues to smile. I love you, big sister, just the way that you are. I told you to shut up, didn't I, you little brat? Bye-bye, big sister. No! Just as she hinted at with her tone, Saki Mariko tosses Mari into the tank water. Even at that last moment, Mari's face was smiling. But Mari! It's almost a reflex, so I dive into the tank. Serves you right. I hate such juvenile ways of thinking. Saki Mariko's shrill laughter resonates from overhead. I'm pretty sure none of these people know how to swim, honestly. I swim after Mari as she sinks to the bottom of the tank. Swimming isn't exactly my forte, but no matter what, I want to save her. Die, die, die! This way I'll finally be free. My soul will finally become with this Mantan aquarium. Like, why? Why would you want that? Why do you want your soul to be trapped to a stupid aquarium? I swim deeper and deeper, and notice that Mari's body is beginning to float up little by little. The tanks here in the aquarium contain a great deal of salt. Much like seawater, the force with which something is thrown in disappears against the water's resistance, causing it to float. I will save Mari. I reach out my hand and grab Mari's. I don't know if I actually touch Mari's hand, but I definitely have the sensation that I've grabbed something. Just like that, the two of us float upward. At this speed, we should be able to keep breathing. This time I was able to save you, Mari. I was able to save you. Thank you, big sister. I don't think I consider it saving her if she's already dead. This time I was able to hold the hand of my one and only little sister, whom I was unable to save 5 years ago. The thoughts and feelings that have lingered for 5 years were finally able to get through. I am unbelievably happy. My, what a pity. This is such a weird idea that you're killing a ghost? Okay. How could my perfect plan fail this way? She knew how to swim! No! Huh? She pushed me in! You just saw I knew how to swim. That transient joy is smashed away in the blink of an eye. Sakinuma Riko has also leapt into the tank. Riding the force of her dive, she grabs hold of us and pulls us towards the bottom of the tank. Okay, all of us just die. Her strength is so great, it's impossible to think of it as human. No matter how great Himeno's reflexes are, there should be no way for her to drag 2 people underwater. This is the manifestation of Sakinuma Riko's grudge. I thought I would probably curse you to death, but I've changed my mind. You can die here with your best friend. I can hear Sakinuma Riko so clearly. Her voice seems to be echoing through my mind. Despite the fact that we're underwater, aroused my brain like the clanging of a bell. And become a piece of my grudge, giving shape to my Mantan aquarium. This old lady is so annoying. What did you say? Mari's faint voice misses with Sakinuma Riko's reverberating shrill laugh. Yeah, tell her off. Control the fishies! Big sister, I'm so glad you saved me in the end. Mari's enveloped by the white light spreading out from her chest. No, all the fish souls! They're coming back to kill her! They're all joining together to kill their enemy. Go, little guys, go! The light gradually grows larger, quickly spreading throughout the entire tank. The power of friendship. The power of having a common enemy. Take good care of your friend. The light mixes with the water, becoming a faint blue light. Within it, numerous fish swim about. What is this light? The sprats shouldn't be able to. All of them hate you, lady. The power of friendship and grudge will kill you. What are you trying to do? I'm only trying to get my tranquility. No, stop. Even within the brilliant light, I can still clearly see what's going on. Several fish are opening, closing their mouths, pulling on Himeno's body. No, they're pulling something out of Himeno's body. Or consume the ghost. This is how you kill a ghost. You get a bunch of dead fish ghosts to eat them. Stop this. Himeno's body is becoming double layered. Get chummed. One is Himeno, the other is Sakinuma Riko's body. Sakinuma Riko's body. Her soul is, little by little, being torn away from Himeno's body by the fish. You all, stop this. We won't stop. This time, it's my turn to save my big sister. Oddly, even though I'm underwater, I don't feel as if I'm suffocating. There have been very strange phenomena with the Mantan aquarium. I've seen many odd things. However, the sight of the fish's counterattack unfolding before my eyes is by far the most fierce. They are filled with the energy of lives just freed from so much hatred and resentment. I'll curse you. Even if I die, I'll curse you. Impossible. The fish here are going to eat every last bit of your soul. Holy shit. What on earth is Mari? I don't get it, but this is what I decided to do, so I've done it. Could it be that you've become one with the aquarium before I could? Don't toy with me, stop this! Yeah, become fish food, motherfucker! Sakinuma Riko's body has already become completely detached from Himeno's. With a look of anguish on her face, her body is being picked at by the fish! The contours of her flesh are gradually becoming distorted as Sakinuma Riko sinks away. In contrast, I am floating toward the top of the tank. It isn't because I'm swimming, nor because of buoyancy. Orca, sea lions, and various other sea animals are pushing Himino and I up. You little... This is all that I can do. From within the light, I hear Mari's voice. Mari's body is no longer next to us. So hang in there just a little longer, big sister. The past. It's what created the current me. All the things accumulated from the past. That's what I used to think made me who I am. But Mari's radiance taught me something. We are all surrounded by the possibilities of the future. The past isn't everything I am. It's something that remains in my heart to push me further along. Big sister, see you later. Yes, definitely. We'll meet again, Mari. When I die, and hopefully not in this damn aquarium. This is my farewell. As the light fades, my breathing begins to steady. As for how much time has passed, it hasn't been more than a matter of minutes. I lost consciousness. I mean, hopefully that evil ghost taking over Himino's body means the parasites got destroyed too. I've returned to the walkway on top of the tunnel tank. Next to me, Himino is sleeping. Hey, Himino? Even as I call out to Himino, there is no response. Wait, could she? I begin to feel apprehensive. It isn't impossible. We were in the water for a very long time. The amount of endurance it took was well beyond the norm. Kiss her. Do CPR. Mouth to mouth. On top of that, she was possessed by a spirit. Can't even imagine how much stamina that would drain away. Can't be. Can't be. Try not to think the worst. I rest my ear on Himino's chest. Pressing into the soft feeling of her chest, I concentrate very hard. But dump. I can hear the sound of her heartbeat, happening in a slow but steady rhythm. I'm so glad. What is Yoshi-san doing right now? What is he doing right now? She's probably just sleeping now, but Himino is alive. The colony of parasites that were growing within Himino back at the stage seem to be completely gone now. Yeah, looking for necks. The attack on Himino must have also been a part of the grudge of Mantan Aquarium. I was able to save you. I really was able to save you. A great joy gradually fills my chest. Upon hearing Himino's pulse, my body goes limp. Ta-da! I was actually awake! Setting up with great vigor, Himino spreads both arms wide. Surprised, I lose my balance and start to fall from the walkway. Watch out! Himino braces me, pulling me close to her. Girl, this is not the time. We need to leave. Realizing I won't fall, I embrace her back. Jeez, I was so worried, Himino. I'm a bit embarrassed, but thanks. Himino breaks away from me and suddenly stands up. Very inappropriate time for Yuri indeed. We will die soon and if we're left in here, I'm pretty sure. I'm so glad. It's not Saginuma Riko. The cheerful as always, Himino. Finally, feeling a real sense of relief, my tears gradually begin to flow. Hey, why are you crying, Mayu? Because you... The thread of tension that was pulled so tight begins to loosen at once. Too much has happened in this Mantan Aquarium. Still, somehow I was able to overcome it all. I was saved by so many people. All of it was for this very moment. Well, where are we? In other words, Himino still has almost no idea what happened here. The one who was talking to me was Saginuma Riko to the end. It wasn't Himino. Well, where should I start? Well, how about from the beginning? We gotta leave! Just as Himino tilts her head and looks at me once more, the walkway suddenly begins to shake. An earthquake? You must no time to be surprised as shaking grows more intense. Unlike the poltergeist phenomenon in the director's office, the entire room is shaking. Well, this doesn't seem to be a natural phenomena. I grab Himino's hand and motion for her to climb down the ladder. No, it's surely begun to crumble. Crumble? I forcefully bring Himino, who looks like she wants to tell me she doesn't understand this at all, along with me. The ending has begun for everything that this red Mantan Aquarium held. Despite the fact that we may not understand everything about the grudge of the souls, the space is about to be destroyed. We should head for the exit. At this point, I can't think of anything else. The law of the Mantan Aquarium is that every time one passes through a door, the time axis changes. The biggest boundary here would definitely be the entrance and the exit. I don't really get it, but I guess at any rate we have to hurry, right? Yeah, let's go. Mayu, you're pretty reliable. What are you saying? Jeez, let's hurry. Oh god, Hiyoshi's still gonna be here going nuts, isn't he? Quickly climbing down the ladder, we rush through the staff passageway. Meanwhile, the ground continues to tremble, causing us to stumble as we move on. As we come off the staff passageway, we are taken aback. The booths in Mantan Aquarium themselves look like they've been completely eaten up by bugs and worms. The tunnel tank is cracked throughout, and numerous holes are opened up in the floor. Oh, what's going on? I think you'd be pretty bad if you fell in one of those holes. Be careful. Let's go. Yeah, okay. She's like, okay, let's go. This is weird. Given the circumstances, our steps speed up. Before I know it, we've reached the Tokyo Bay fish booth. The booth closes the exit. Passing through the place we came to first, the gate is right before our eyes. We can see the elevator and reception area on the other side of the gate. However, there's nothing else there. A strange mist hangs in the spaces between the numerous automatic turnstiles. From all throughout the mist comes a bright light. It's alright. I'm sure this is it. My instinct tells me so. When I realize I'm standing in front of the gate with Himino, I'm deeply moved. I hear the sound of teardrops falling. Finally, we made it here. Himino probably just tilts her head at my brooding words. It's been such a long journey. She's been out from worms. They said the thing. Okay, let's go home. Himino? I take Himino's hand and ask quietly, but she suddenly looks down. Mayu? Her voice is quiet. As Himino says my name, her voice has taken on a serious air. One different from when we fought from our fun chats at lunchtime. What's wrong, Himino? I actually do have memories of when Sakinuma Riko took over my body. Could they be from that time? Can we talk about this when we're outside? That time. The time when Himino told me what was in her heart. Himino told me straight out her true feelings. Her dissatisfaction without hiding anything. Yeah. Maya, you probably thought that was a trick by Sakinuma-san to confuse you. Without any lie, those were the feelings inside me, so they came out of my own mouth. I see. Yeah, your true feelings. That's right, at one time I hated you. Even though I don't feel that way at all now. I love you. I did feel that way that I detested you. Save the Yuri for later! This building is gonna collapse and we will die! We should not be Yuri Ghost, we should be Yuri Living Girl. Since you risked your life to save me, Mayu, I can't seriously lie to you. I can't keep hiding that from you. Himino. That's why I can't go with you. I'm sorry, but I... Still looking down, Himino lets go of my hand. Bitch, I'm pushing you through that turnstile. As the rumbling in the ground continues, the wearing away of Mantan Aquarium steadily gets worse. Yeah, like what? You hated me once in your whole life and you decide you should kill yourself? Clearly, it's a sign that before long, this Mantan Aquarium will disappear. Just once, I asked a question within myself. Maybe I really hate Himino too. Why'd I save your bitch ass? I have no doubts to say that. I hear the sound of Himino weeping. It's rare for her to cry. But when we see Tachi movies, she always cries. She's insane. Like, she kind of remembers what happened when that bitch took over her body, but doesn't remember all the other stuff that happened, and so she decides to just say this shit. Like, girl, stuff is going down. We can have drama later. I wonder, why is Himino crying with such a brooding face? I don't understand the reason. Himino, you're such a fool. Huh? We're best friends. Mm-hmm. Yeah, best friends. The parts that I like, the parts I don't. Friends accept all of it. I tightly grab the hand that she has pulled away. Mayu! Himino lifts her head, tears accumulating in her eyes, and rushes over to me. The two of us together pass through the gate. That's really fucking funny, though, that you can just be like, I hate Himino too. You can probably just leave her there to die. And Yoshi-san just has to stay there and die, I guess. Bye, fucker. Huh? This is staggering. We come out of the gate. Everywhere we look, people, people, people. Customers, employees. There are innumerable amounts of people. Fish are only swimming within the tanks. The color of water isn't red. I can't sense any abnormality anywhere. Mayu, this is it, isn't it? Yes, we've come back. We were able to get back. As my eyes settle on the information desk at the entrance, a subwave of relief washes over me. Too much has happened since we came here. We don't know, I may have some minor injuries, but we've returned to the real world more or less unscathed. Fuck Yoshi-san. I mean, unless he crawled his way out by himself. I can't take anymore. I'm so happy. Amino, we're back. Exhausted, I can no longer hold back everything welling up inside me. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't know if maybe there's like, if I go into those like 2 different areas I didn't go into before, maybe it has some lore on him. I just assume because he met us outside here before we went into the gate. So I think he's a real guy, not a ghost. Like, if he's a ghost, then fuck him. He can move on later. But I'm pretty sure that he was just a real guy and the fish gave him a stroke and he got fucked up. Exhausted, I can no longer hold back everything welling up inside me. My eyes suddenly feel hot, and large droplets overflow from them. Oh, I'm so glad. Hey, Mayu, if you cry in a place like this... I know. The people around us have no way of knowing what we've been through. Yoshi-san would understand. I'm just a junior high school girl who suddenly started to cry. I'll definitely be seen as a strange girl. Wanna find some place on the edge of the room? I'll go buy some cocoa. No, let's go together. I don't want to be apart. Okay, okay. Such a baby, Mayu-chan. You idiot. Girl, you just tried to kill yourself back there. We need to stay together. We sit in the rest area and Himino pats my back. Just as I start to calm down, I glance at my watch. According to the time, it's about 8 o'clock at night. Our whole ordeal wasn't even a full 8 hours. Even so, it was the most densely packed period of time in my life. Say, Mayu? What's up, Himino? I love you. Saying this in a conspicuously loud voice, Himino winks at me. Hey, that's a bit sudden. What? I'm sorry, does this girl, like, have manic depression or, like, bipolar or something? What is up with her? Averting my eyes, I push Himino away, but I can't keep a smile off my face. I don't know which of us is more embarrassed. I wanted to protect the smile, and I did. A bubbling warmth begins to boil over from within. I feel the same. Well then, let's go get some ice cream. Now? Won't it be late getting home? It's alright, I can help you with your excuse. In that case, I'll go shopping with you. I need new boots. My boots were stupid. I don't know if I'd want ice cream after that. You know... need some time to debrief. No, you need to go and eat some good cooked fish. And think about that fish souls exist. And that you could be haunted if enough of them die. Having pulled my hand away from Himino, I board the elevator. And me up to this point would probably have just gone on home. Going home late once in a while is probably okay. Right now I want to live in this very precious moment. Mantan Aquarium. That place that takes up no more than one corner of Mantan East building is somewhere I can never forget. A sea of stars, a river of lights. Everyone is everyone. Just one of those lights. Twinkling frantically, the light of light. It doesn't matter if it's fish or people. For both, it's an equally harsh world. Meetings and farewells. A resolution to overcome the farewell that pierces my heart. My heart trips endlessly. Just a powerful little drop. However, that sound is surely resonating somewhere. Okay, truly fuck Yoshi-san. Bye. Like, I don't mean to keep bringing him up, but what happened to him? No men in this Yuri story. He's munching necks in heaven now. Like, I didn't even like him, but I mean, dude got possessed by evil grudge-filled fish. I don't think he deserved to immediately die. This was a silly game. A very silly game. Fish souls came out of nowhere, let me tell you what. Maybe you need like exactly 1,217 underwater fish souls and shit like this will happen. I don't know. I don't know how fish souls work enough, apparently. I don't think I was that good of a protagonist. I let many people die. Mina's the only one I saved. Everyone else was either dead or I let die. I truly was just there. Yeah, except for Hiyoshi and Himino. Like, what? Oh, I'm sorry, Hiyoshi. Your homeless ass gets to stay in the aquarium forever. It's almost end time for me, but I will go back really fucking quick to see what happens if I just let her stay and I leave. Himina was perfectly fine now. That ghost possession got rid of the worms. Noted, new dewormer method. You don't want to take pills? Have a ghost take over your body. And you will get rid of those nasty parasites. Why aren't hospitals using ghosts more? So many people die in hospitals. Use their souls. Kill fish in the hospital and combine them with humans with grudges so then you can heal people easier. Or do we have to get that through trial tests first? Test it with monkeys and stuff first. I really read Munix as like Munix. Like Muninex, whatever that like mucus medicine is. Look, those worms were having a snack. A ghost came right in, did whatever magic a ghost does, and healed her right up. No more internal bleeding, no more bit into organs. She's good now. Like, decent visual novel. It sounds like there's like a shit ton of bad ends if I only got like 25%. Like, that's pretty crazy, actually. I don't know if there's like multiple endings to this, or just like this one good ending and all the others are bad ends. Ooh. Whew. I bought them. That necktie was so cute, and I found a strawberry scented candle, and you really did buy a lot. You won't get in trouble? It's fine. Oh, that's right. We haven't looked at shoes yet today. Well, let's go. Get me new shoes. Hey, wait a second, Himino. I'm a little tired. How about we eat some ice cream and take a break? It's been 1 week since then. Himino and I are visiting Mantan East Building again. My mother was a bit huffy about me going out for a second week in a row, but I got my way in the end. Even my nagging mother was surprised that I went back down, but I guess I've changed a little bit. That death-defying adventure made me more confident. It's alright if we get ice cream, but don't mess up your stomach like you did last week, okay? I told you I'm fine already. After a week has passed, that terrifying aquarium is like a memory or a dream, and we have returned to a relatively unchanged daily life. That day, I eventually did eat 3 scoops of cookies and cream and my stomach started to hurt, so I couldn't go shopping with Himino after all. As compensation, we came here to get our fill of fun at the aquarium. That's right, Bantan Aquarium. There's a reason we came. Without hesitation, this place stained with drama. Lactose intolerance moment. I don't want this to be a place filled with only bad memories. This is the place I last played with Mari. The place where I met Sayo. The place where we became friends. The place where I let her die. The place where it was etched into my heart just how important Himino is to me. There are a lot of painful memories, but on the other hand, it's a place I really love. Well, to relax, should we head on in to the aquarium? Mayu, your legs are still a bit too tired. It's fine, I'm totally fine. Alright, then let's go. Oh, look at the lesbians go! Carrying her shopping bags with both hands, Himino energetically heads for the elevator. Since we've been walking for a bit, the cool breeze from the air conditioning is a nice feeling. The window through which one can see all of Mantan gets me excited. An upbeat song I wouldn't normally listen to is playing in the background. Mantan East Building is totally fascinating. The deep blue of Mantan Aquarium is incredibly soothing. The beauty of the water and the light. The pulse of life and of the future. What are you doing, Mayu? Let's go. Okay. I speed up to catch up to Himino, who has gone on ahead. From here on, many beautiful things await me in the future. If I try my best, I can overcome all the challenges awaiting me. That's why this is my farewell. Surely, this is my sound of drops. Whoa! We got it. We got it, boys. We got the title drop. We did it. I have no idea what it means. Princess of Drop is my achievement. Okay, I'm gonna like not really like read this. Okay, I really hate me too. That thought passes through the deepest part of my heart. Sweetheart, Mayu. With depths of my heart, I may also bear some unease and satisfaction before you, Himino. Full tone I use, Himino nods and bites her lip. I kind of think that the desire to save you that I got from it probably came from my sense of duty and responsibility. Yeah, that's true, I guess. It's just that I said something so terrible and thought to myself that I didn't like you. The one who tried to save me with everything she had, so thinking that I can go home with you is strange. You know, I didn't say anything like that. No, it's alright if that's how you truly feel. It wouldn't be right for me not to accept it. You know, clearly pulls her hand back. Then she stepped back away from the ticket gate. I'll stay here. Huh? What the fuck? Without giving me a chance to respond, Himino swallowed up in a black hole as it expands in time with a tremor. Due to the crumbling Mantan Aquarium, this whole world is eroding. Noah's body disappears into the hole, the same size as the others throughout Mantan Aquarium. No way. The destruction is swallowing up everything, right up to my feet. The word knocks me into the air, launching me past the ticket gate. Wow, Deus Ex Machina with that board to get me through the gate. A truly Rip Bozo moment. What the fuck was that about? A week after returning to safety of our original world, I visit Manton Aquarium. So pretty. Enter the jellyfish booth and admire expansive cosmos without a second thought. Himeno is not at my side. It seems that Himeno's parents have filed a missing persons report since she hasn't come home at all. However, the police investigation has been fruitless, and Himeno has not been found. Of course not, she was swallowed up in all that destruction. This is truly my fall into poison. And so half a year has passed since that day. Soon I'll move up a grade. I visit and maintain aquarium again. Every time I go, there's no strange occurrences. Just an aquarium overflowing with smiles and emotion. One by one, I carefully examine each exhibit. The impatient Himeno would always probably along with hurry, hurry. But now that Himeno is no longer with me, no matter how fascinating the aquarium is, it is never enough. It isn't just my enjoyment of the aquarium. If I think back on it now, ever since that day, my daily life has been gray. Having lost the light that was with Himeno, I don't even know how to have fun anymore. Haha. Having returned home, I laugh emptily. I'm sitting on my bed, holding my knees, not doing anything in particular, just spacing out. Before I know it, I've fallen asleep and the morning of the next day has come. Lying down and getting back up is hard. Every day is depressing. I developed depression. But it can't be helped. This is a result of my choice and of Himeno's resolve to stay back that day. Just a bit. Maybe it's selfish to feel lonely. Just go back in and kill yourself at the aquarium. You'll join her. That is so fucking funny. You just go, "No, Himeno, you bitch. I let you die." CG gallery. Okay, so there are like 2 more. Oh no, there's like a lot more. God damn. Like, I think what I got was like the real true ending kind of thing, but there's probably more you could do with Hiyosha saying maybe you can actually save him. I mean, Mayu just forgot about him like so quickly. Like, I know he did something horrible, but even during that time, since I have that clipped, I remember it. She's like, "Oh, I feel bad for doing that to him," and she's just like, "Oh well, he got trapped in the time portal that is Mantan Aquarium. Whoopsie." Oh god. But thank you all for watching. While this isn't like an amazing game in my opinion, it is interesting that there's like a shit ton. Oh wait, ending list. God damn. Oh, there's like 4. Yeah, probably one of them I can actually save. You know what she said? Maybe I might look into this more. I don't know. I mean, this was pretty damn funny with the fish having souls. I know, how are there 4 true endings? Like, what? Like, I'm not actually gonna start anything, but I can only assume I have to do something different here? Because everything else was pretty linear and usually just left to a dead end. Maybe I'll do like one more stream just to like explore some more. But yes, thank you as always, my sleepy kitties, for coming. As long as work does not continue to do 10-hour days, although it sounds like they shouldn't for like the rest of this month, I should be good to go. I'm still hoping to do Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Date Everything, just because that game is so fucking silly. And then more Oblivion on Sunday, same time. But I will not keep you all here any longer. Thank you all for coming, whether you came in early, late, whether you're chatting, just lurking. I always appreciate it. And I hope you have good dreams. Good night or good morning, whatever time it is for you. Yeah.